Hey y'all. Hey Erica. Hi India. How are you? Hey ladies. Girl. Okay. We are here. I think you guys made it over to Station Head. I think I saw you guys in there. Did you guys see the live? There's what do you call it? There's like group messaging in there. Not group messaging like you can individualize it, but they have like I can message you guys and say, "Hey, I'm going live in like 10 minutes." Which is actually kind of cool. Did you guys check that out? Um let's see. I feel like I just saw you guys 10 minutes ago. I'm like just getting my end screens up. I need to put my disclaimer in this other live, but I will do that when I'm done. Because I get super distracted, but I've got the stuff in here that makes the most difference. Um, Give me 1 second. Let me tell Farah to let the dogs out. Let me tell her really quick to let the dogs go outside real quick. Okay. Um, Hey everyone. Hey guys. Okay. I think Station Head is going to be really fun, and I'm so glad that we're going to get a chance to use it because I've been wanting to use it. I have a sample run on there. So, like, if you're someone that loves to listen to music, and you kind of like other people's playlists, you can I can make customized playlists over there. Not that I'm like, but I do like to listen to music and I do make my own playlists. I just never typically share them with anybody, but my share lists are public on Apple Music if you follow me. But on here, you can actually listen, I believe, even if you don't have an Apple Music subscription, because I use my subscription. So I'm kind of like peer sharing it with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a Spotify person, you can listen to my Apple playlist, not necessarily having to be like an Apple Music customer. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and they can have listening parties and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of fun because there's a couple of people that I follow from YouTube who go live over there, and they talk a lot about music. So I don't know. I just went ahead and set up my station one day because like I just had a feeling like I was like, I'm gonna use this at some point. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it up because I like it. And here we go. Yeah, I'm so excited. Um, Even though I wish it was a better, maybe when Beyonce comes out with something new, we'll set up a time and we can all listen together. But anyway, guys, I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far. We just came from live over on my other channel. I'm going to drop the call in. You guys call in if you want to. Um, hey, Shonda. Hey, Boo Boo. I don't know if I missed you in the other live or not. Let me see who else is here. So Erica, Anisha, India, hey Kiki, Life of Jay, Shonda. Let me check my let me switch over to my other live screen so I can actually see what's going on here. Okay, we're going to get into these videos real quick. I see we have roughly about 30 people here, 32. So thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting this channel. If you're in the bushes right now, you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button for me because it really does make a difference. This is a channel that I'm growing from little baby, from little bottom up. And just like I did Love Lies and Lace Fronts, I had to start that channel from zero. And 3 years later, 3.5 years later, I'm lucky to have you guys here, on that channel with me. So this is another little channel. I'm growing up. So I appreciate y'all coming through and supporting. And when you hit the like button, that helps the algorithm know to recommend me to any of you guys who found me in your recommended. You found me because someone liked my video. You know what I'm saying? Someone who subscribes to similar channels. The computer said, you know what, she might like this person, might like that because they subscribe to this, and that person subscribes to that too, and they seem to like it. So we're going to just push this in front of her. You know how they push stuff in front of you enough until you actually just end up like, damn it, let me just click on this and see what they're talking about. And a lot of times I end up liking those channels. So I appreciate y'all handling that for me. Hey Coco, hey Nicole. Okay, guys, let's get into it. You know, we've been following Blac Chyna's story over here. So hey Vicky, hey Boo Boo. Vicky, don't forget to go over to Station Head. So when we have the listening party, when Jeremy drops his music, we'll be able to go over there. Um, you guys will be getting like a random ass, like Bougie Gang's going live kind of thing. Hey CC Monet. At some point this evening or tomorrow, where we can test out the controls and stuff like that. That way when his music drops and we do our actual, you know, partay, it or actual listening of the music when it drops. As long as he's got on Apple Music, I think we should be good to go. Then I'm pretty much familiar with all of the controls because I did like 2 dry runs, which you can see when you download it and pull up my channel. There's 2 dry runs in there. One with just music and one with me like, hello, testing, testing. And then also go over to the messaging area and just drop a note just so I know you're there, because I do see that some people have dropped in. um maybe there's 12 active listeners right now under Bougie Gang. So just drop something. I dropped a note. I don't know if you guys got, let me see if I can do this. I don't know, you guys may or may not have it. You have to turn on your notifications, I'm assuming. um Anyway, we'll play with that a little bit later. Um, but yeah, it's good that you guys got in there, so now we can use that platform. Okay, let me share this with you guys. This is the funny thing to me. It was Vivica Fox for me, and I'm not trying to be overly. I don't want to be mean about it. We know that that Vivica Fox has been playing with her face. Okay, no lie. And I'm going to be honest. I don't know that there's one woman on this platform that has not been playing with their face. These are all women with extra money. These are all women who are in the entertainment field, and I maybe think Selena Johnson has not played with her face. She's stunning to me. I think she's so beautiful. She looks very natural. If she has done anything, it's not much. And she's done a good job not messing up her face. So I'm happy about that for her. Because like we already know what's, you know, we know what the deal. Claudia Jordan has been messing around with hers, in my opinion. I don't know that for facts, but that's what I look at her nose. Look, that is not the same Claudia Jordan that was on the Real Housewives. I'm sorry. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Is that the same Claudia Jordan? What is going on with her nose? Did her nose always look like that? I mean, like it just looks different. It looks like I don't know if she got a nose job, if she did something with her eyes. I don't know if maybe she just didn't put on lashes. I'm not sure what's going on, but she looks very different. But they are talking about Blac Chyna and her procedures. So let's hear what the ladies of Cocktails and Queens have to say. Because, yeah, is that a new nose? She needs to send that right back where she got it from, and go back and get the nose that the Almighty gave her that was appropriately on her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people who do get noses, and it's like, okay, they did that. Okay, that is giving witchy poo. You know what I'm saying? It's giving like, you know, Salem. It's giving Halloween. It's giving not cute. I mean, I don't know. She messed something up. Something's wrong. Okay.
What an amazing
Can you guys hear her? Okay?
queendom segment there. And the chat is going wild. They are loving the points that we all made. So well done, Selena. It was a great segment. Okay, welcome back now in celebrating phenomenal women during.
Maybe it's the eyeliner under her eyes. Who does that anymore? Do any of you do under eye eyeliner? I'm a top lid eyeliner girl. And even though I don't wear lashes, what in the maybe she had to do her own makeup today because on this day, because it's awful.
Women's History Month, I like to take the time to acknowledge Blac Chyna, who recently stepped out for the first time since revealing she had her facial fillers dissolved and her breasts and butt reduced. Ladies, how do you feel about this transformation for Blac Chyna? Let's go to you first, Lisa Ray.
Right, because I'm like this.
Why?
Because I did not know that you could reverse it. You know, yeah, I didn't know that. So I might be thinking about this then. No,
Okay, Lisa Ray over here. Okay, look, Vivica Fox needs to keep very quiet during this segment. Okay. I love Vivica Fox. You know, we always have to look at Selena Johnson. She is beautiful. Okay. Now we know Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray hit her. Lisa's pretty too. We're not going to take anything away. Claudia Jordan, she's giving salty all day long. Okay. Claudia is girl. I don't know. Selena Johnson, she's just, I think she's so beautiful. I really like Lisa Ray, but you know, I got my own opinions on Lisa. Vivica, I think she's an amazing actress, and I really, really, really wish that she would never have touched her face ever. I really wish that she hadn't messed her face up. And Claudia, she needs some real, and I'm gonna this, you know, she needs some sausage in her life. She does. You could tell sis is salty AF. Sis is super salty. Okay, let's keep going.
No, here's the thing. I love it because just like I just admitted that I didn't know that it was reversal, you know, that you can reverse it. And so while you out there looking to do something and you might be nervous or scared because you have never done anything before, then if it's not right, you can take it out. You can try again. You know what I mean? But I think something happened with Blac Chyna. I think she said, you know what? I am enough and I don't need all of this. Let me remember who I was and what I had and what I was selling before because I felt good about it then. Something happened in the middle. So I say bravo to her for, you know, going back to, you know, reverse everything and say, let me be back natural and let's see how she looks now because I don't believe that she's an ugly woman. You know what I mean? And I think that you have to embrace whatever it is that you have. And maybe in the future, she may want to do something different or something else. Let's see, let's watch.
She looks like a whole other person. And
Really?
to me, she does. And she looks younger.
Oh, her face is slimmer.
She
Yes.
looks younger. Like,
Okay, they didn't pick the best picture, and I think Claudia Jordan, you know, Claudia Jordan low key, I think she might be a little bit of a hater. Claudia did not pick the best picture of China at this moment. Angela, she is very pretty. And this, you know, this is just a natural photo to the right. I think right after her procedure, she didn't have, not that she needs to have any makeup on, but you know, I mean, girl, it's the freeze frame, right? And I don't know that this was giving optimal results. Um, but yeah, I don't think that you can really see in these photos. This was prior to getting the procedures with the shortcut when she was at the awards banquet. I think she was at the NAACP Image Awards with her shortcut. So any of you guys who were asking, is her head shaved? I think she might just have a short pixie that's showing here. I think. I'm not sure. Have to be careful because you can really mess girl, especially when you go to people who don't like some people are specialists in noses. Some people take great pleasure in constructing faces. All of these plastic surgeons, some of them are really artists and they do very well at what they do because, you know, really and truly, plastic surgery was designed to reconstructive plastic surgery, you've got people putting people back together again who've been in horrible accidents, disfigured for many different reasons, and they do amazing work. Um, that being said, the cosmetic procedures sometimes are to enhance, but people really do take it to an art form. And then there are some that are just churning people through like it's damn HEB. So you got to be careful of the people who are just churning them through like HEB, right? I think if she would have kept her implants, it would have made no difference to me. I'm going to just be honest. I love to see a woman feeling good about herself and winning, and sometimes even just taking one for the team to say, you know what? Um, I don't like it anymore. It's okay to not own something anymore. If she liked it for as many years as she did and she made money off of it, she got herself a couple of high rollers to give her some babies, and she's got her kids out of it. She met, you know what I mean? She got some jobs out of it. She got notoriety out of it. Look, you got your money, sis. You know what I'm saying? If you're done with that aspect of your life and that was really work, then it's time, I don't like, if she's hanging up her dancing shoes, she's no longer on OnlyFans. She's not going to be promoting that type of lifestyle anymore. And she doesn't need it. She doesn't want that attention anymore. She's turning a corner. Yeah, it's time. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be getting out of that line of work. So it just doesn't make sense, and she doesn't want that anymore. So I commend her on that. I don't really care that she's taking out her procedures, more so than I like people to be happy. Like, you got to do stuff to make you happy. If what you're doing is not making you happy, if what you're doing is slowly kind of diminishing your happiness, then that's not a win. There's no point in financially winning, but spiritually or like foundationally losing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win for her because she just feels like she's got something toxic in her body and wants to let it go. So that's the win. That's the win that I feel as a woman through her. And I think what has really humbled her a little bit in watching an interview with her in Forbes magazine was that she just did not realize the overwhelming response that she would get, and how much her doing what she's doing would trigger so many people in such a positive way. So she was kind of really humbled by that people were interested in the story, but also people feel like it's a win.
And then it kind of makes you feel like, dang, what was it that at that moment that you didn't like?
Well, she must want those cheekbones. Those cheekbones is in now. Like, you know what I mean?
Girl, Lisa, stop it. Lisa, like, you telling your age now, sis. Like, Blac Chyna's had them for damn near 15 years. She was stripping, sis. She was diamond, if you will. So it was basically like having a good pair of dancing shoes. She needed her butt to be sitting upright. She was also Nicki Minaj's double in a video. And she needed her body to look a certain type of way to get shout outs from Drake and songs. I mean, every stripper is not going to be getting shout outs by the biggest and the hottest rappers, but the ones that do, you're going to get the jobs, you are going to get the videos, you're going to be, the girlfriend, if that's your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? She was always very cute, right? But she had to enhance her body because that's the type of business she was in, and that's what she was selling. There's plenty of strippers out here that will never get breast implants, that don't have a big ass, but that fits their persona. But what she was bringing to the pole was body yaddy, and she was coming with that Barbie type of physique, right? That it wasn't that she didn't like it. Sis was trying to make that dough.
She still has high cheekbones. She still looks.
I feel like they don't get it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they're playing naive here, because these are all like women who've been around the block. It's like, come on, y'all. You think that this came down to a self-esteem situation? And maybe she did have low self-esteem, but I do believe that the fillers and the implants and all of the things came from work.
It's gorgeous. She looks younger.
She's a huge social media star, and like I said earlier, she's probably reading the comments, and people it probably got to her. You know, like, and you start tweaking. What else can I fix? How else can I be perfect? So they can stop coming for me. That's what I think is happening with her, and she finally.
Claudia, you need to call your plastic surgeon and handle some business over there. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Are you feeling like this segment is completely off, like the direction that these women are going with their thoughts on why Blac Chyna, like, do you guys think that Blac Chyna got her surgeries because she was in a certain type of lifestyle and it was work related? Um, I mean, she was basically on she was on OnlyFans and everything. I mean, sis was working in the sex industry. So, I don't know. I don't think it was a self-esteem thing, and I don't know that it was the comments.
I was like, I don't need none of this. I done made $240 million on OnlyFans. I'm popping. I don't have to do none of this no more. Let me go ahead and dissolve these fillers, and you're going to get my real face. And I think she looks way prettier and fresh face. Vivica, what do you think about this?
It's a refreshing change for her. I honestly think, too, her babies are growing up. And like you said, she's like, I've made plenty of money. I want to be a mom. I want to hang out with my kids and not walk around looking like some damn freak show. And I commend her for that. And Blac Chyna, I've worked with her. I've known her for many years. Sweet girl. We all go through different phases and chapters in life where we see beauty in different forms. So I'm glad she finally looks in the mirror and likes her.
Yes.
And I wish her mother would leave her alone and stop criticizing every move. I see why.
Can they replace Claudia? I mean, Claudia is the worst, okay? Claudia is the worst. Vivica, you had no business saying what you just said with that damn purple eyeshadow, purple lipstick, purple damn sweater, looking like she just came off the set from a Medea movie. Like, what in the world? Vivica and Claudia, stop. Lisa Ray, I think, was trying to be just a little bit shady. But by playing naive, and Selena Johnson, maybe she just doesn't know what's been going on with Blac Chyna. I don't understand why, if you guys know you're going to do a round robin segment, that maybe somebody should be sending some links out for people to be prepared to know what they're going to discuss. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that irks me more when I you know what I mean, like when I watch a segment like this, and people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the first to say, look, y'all, I did not watch it. I may know a little bit on the topic, but I didn't see the episode. I'm not going to stick my foot in my mouth to start talking about stuff I do not know about. These people, I think, know of Blac Chyna, but they don't know the whole story. They have not been catching up on it. I just think the assumptions are weird. Claudia is giving thick neck football player. Wow. Unfortunately, it's Claudia's show. Can you believe that? Is it Claudia's show? Because I know they were doing this through the pandemic, and then she does the show with Al and Funky Dineva.
Blac Chyna made some of the moves she did, because look, she hadn't.
Claudia is never prepared,
and she could be mad. Tokyo, you can be mad at me if you want to, because I do not like the way you talk about your daughter.
Is Claudia trying to pick a fight with Tokyo Tony? Because you cannot win that.
Even when she's trying to do good, you have negative things to say about her, and she's trying to be a better person. Like, let someone grow.
Claudia, Tokyo Tony is crazy. Why would you even address her?
And stop, like, she's like shooting down the road. You only did it because of this. Who cares? I think this is going to make a lot of her followers also follow in those footsteps and knowing that they are enough as is. And I think that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
And her for not clapping back at her mother, because
Vivica is giving old lady vibes. I'm sorry. Are you guys seeing this? I feel like Vivica may have cut the corner. I don't know, girl. You need to get your fillers taken out, Vivica.
Ugly, And she's just showing her growth to not clap back and make that even more uglier than what it is.
It's still her mama. It's still
Yeah.
her mama, and you only get one.
Yeah.
And I agree with what you're saying, Claudia, too. You know, I just feel like, you know, it was a trend. You know, these BBLs and all this other foolishness. These are just trends, and trends, they do change.
Yes.
They
Right.
change, and so that's not popping no more. I mean, K Michelle got hers out too. You know,
right.
it's not popping no more.
Okay. It's not popping no more. Okay. Um, Selena, I think Selena's a mom. Vivica Fox, you know, it does make a difference. Claudia, girl. Claudia needs to be more prepared for her topics. That's what I think. Let me roll over here real quick. And we're gonna pull up on Blac Chyna on Instagram real quick. This is some of the source of what's been going on. So she was over, can you guys see this? Okay, so she was over at Forbes magazine. This interview is posted. I'm circling right here on the screen. Hopefully you can see that. I think this is kind of where we left off. If you guys want to watch this, we'll watch this. Um, this is another video where she kind of gets emotional. She's listening to a bunch of like motivational, you can do it, you go girl, type of stuff in the car, and sis is about to cry. Okay. And then all right, let's just go run through and get as far as we can get. And then we'll be caught up on sis. Okay.
I'm on my way now to get some more of the fillers dissolved.
So
As
she's
you can
going
see
back
right
for
here.
another round. It's loud in her car. So the mic is picking up all the road sound, but she is getting a little bit more dissolved. As you can see, I don't know why they picked that picture. It probably was hateful ass Claudia. And she's getting ready to go back to the same doctor's office. So it's going to pick up in a second.
So far, like my face is came down like tremendously, especially in this area, so it's not super boxy. Not boxy. I have this is like my actual jaw, so I already have like the structure. I don't even know why I even did all the fillers. Well, I did them because I mean everybody was doing it. So let this be a lesson. Don't even do it, y'all. It's not even worth it. And besides, I did it when I was so young. I didn't even give my body like time.
Look, when you're doing stuff like Coca-Cola, you're drinking alcohol, you're staying up late, you're not getting a lot of sleep, you're jumping on planes, you are doing a lot of things that mess with your looks. If you don't get sleep, your face changes. You're drinking alcohol. She's also lost weight, like the proper weight from working out, not weight just because she's like not eating and still doing drugs. You know, she has a well documented drug situation, and she's clean and sober. And I think she's just getting a lot of rest and seeing how much rest and sleep and proper diet and getting off drugs and alcohol can do for you. So I think it's just a combination of a lot of things.
Time to fully develop. So we try to do these things at a very young age. Just trust me, it's gonna come. You're gonna get the snatch face that you need and that you want as you get older. Then when you get older, you're gonna be like, oh, I miss my baby face. All right, so this is my second round. I'm super excited about it. I'm gonna record it so you guys can see. All right, guys, so I'm back for round 2. Yes, welcome back. Thank you. She's prepping right now. I do see a lot that went down.
A lot went down.
A lot went down. Yeah. A whole lot. Okay, so
But it's good to do it in a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So my skin can like get back tight and stuff.
Exactly.
So I feel like right here. See it right here.
Some migration.
Yeah, migration.
Okay, yeah.
And then you know what too? A lot of people don't think I have high cheekbones.
That's you naturally.
Yeah. Please tell us.
That's your face naturally. You just
you can feel it, and you don't want to lose your own tissue. So that's why we don't want to flood that area. But you have naturally like a chiseled face.
Yeah.
And people just need to know that.
They just need to know. All right, guys. So I'm about to get some more dissolved. So I have some migration right here. So once we take some more out, and then each process maybe takes to really like see the results is like.
I wonder if that's the same stuff like the Restylane and Botox and I guess fillers. Fillers can be, I guess, Restylane and some other things. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar. I know there's a couple of people who are estheticians who come to the chat. If any of you guys are in the bushes, I just wonder, is that the same stuff that like when Olivia from Live's Life is getting injections in her lips? Is that the same type of stuff like the Juvederm and Restylane? I know Botox is for like your forehead and crow's feet and things like that. Um, Juvederm, is that the filler like people get in their lips and their cheeks and things of that nature? I would touch my face. I always want kids to have something to compare it to as far as I have my mom's nose. Yeah, I mean, some people have reasons. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a very personal kind of thing, but at the end of the day, like changing your whole damn look is, you know what I'm saying? Like Blac Chyna looks just like her mother and her mom has killer cheekbones. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's keep going, guys.
2 to 3 days. So I seen like the picture that was like posted of me. Obviously didn't kick in yet. So just wait on the final results, you guys. I can't wait to see it too. Love you all. We're just cleaning right now. Today we're going to be doing more targeted areas.
Yeah, because you can see it's flattened here. So we'll pinch and get into those areas.
Yeah.
We'll do your lips last. So I'm not going to clear that yet.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to use a cannula today.
Oh, I forgot to say trigger warning. If you are sensitive to needles and injections, you might want to turn away.
Oh, Lord. I'll be back.
Ooh.
Now we're just massaging and working it all in.
So it's swollen because she's got the she got injection. Well, she didn't get injection. I guess she got injections of the dissolving agent.
All right, so I'm just leaving.
Ooh. Probably needs to put ice packs on her mouth.
A little swollen right now. She took out more. This is my second session. I will let you guys see the results. I might have to come back for a third and a fourth, so I don't know. We're doing this as we go along. Obviously, I've been getting fillers for years now, so it's like layers and layers and layers of it. And I think one of the main reasons why you could really tell and why I was really protruding like the fillers and stuff, because I started working out, I changed my diet, my sleeping habits, drinking a lot of more water, like juicing and all those type of things. So now like my actual frame is really coming out, like my structure. And then while my structure is coming out, the fillers are just like super, super, super OD, like transparent. So that's why I was like, I have to take this out because it looks crazy. I look crazy. But thank you guys. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Love you all. Bye.
You'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Always afraid.
Let's see. Oh, she's showing her. Girl, she looked like she was about 17 right there. Okay. She just wanted everyone to know she got a letter P back there. She had her little pop back there. So
Hey guys, so
don't get it. She's
I
probably
am
like,
back.
don't get it twisted. And we're
Today
going in the right
is
direction.
now- what's today? What's today?
Wednesday the 15th.
Are we going in the right direction? We're going the wrong direction, y'all.
Still
okay.
nigga.
Is that
Still nigga.
okay? Portia Hush. Okay, that interview that you're seeing right there, I'll pull it for you. I watched it last night, and I'll share it so you guys, in case you hadn't seen it. It was really good. That's when she got saved on May 11th, 22. Okay. Now she did do an interview with the Daily Mail. I have not watched it yet.
I'm a human, so Angela.
I mean, she looks really good there to me.
I'm not against like fillers, but for me, I feel like I kind of went overboard. It got to a point where though my lips were so big, even when I would smile, you still couldn't see my teeth. It's like now you can see my teeth. It's like, oh, I have teeth. I'm doing it for myself, but then like encouraging other people that's even thinking about it. I wanted to reverse it. So I was like, let me take this out and get back to myself. Everybody's been really, really supportive. Like even when I posted, I didn't think that it was going to be so massive. Like I posted, it was like maybe 3:30 in the morning and I'm like, I'm healing from my surgery. And I'm like, let me just post these. And I went to sleep and I woke up and it was like, but in a positive way. And then when I saw that, I'm like, this makes me want to even be more open and vulnerable, like with the people so they can see. So that's when I documented like me dissolving my face fillers and the lips. You know, as women, like we want to look the best and like as fake as possible and plastic and everything needs to be perfect and this and that. But that's not normal. You know, that comes from like insecurity and different things of that sort. And just being in that certain kind of life and lifestyle, kind of done with that type of lifestyle. And I just want to step into my own and own it. It's very, very, very dangerous. And it's illegal too, because you don't know what it is that they're injecting you with. Rest in peace to the people that has passed away from this, from getting this procedure done. It's just not worth it. And that's why I keep telling people, like, just don't even do it. I got it done when
Well, and keep in mind, I mean, Juvederm, Restylane, all those other things are not illegal. I think now silicone breast implants, which she had once upon a time, or silicone butt injections, that was not legal, or the way it was being administered was not legal. She either wasn't going to a licensed plastic surgeon or a licensed physician. She might have been going to those injection parties, those damn fix-a-flat parties. She was getting stuff done that wasn't necessarily by folks that were licensed. So whether it was appropriate, products being used, it wasn't done in the proper manner. So we do know a lot of people did pass away from stuff like that. I think wasn't K Michelle going to like butt injection parties where like maybe you have a nurse, but the nurse is not licensed to have these parties and administer the products in the way that they were. So let me see what you're saying, Miss Corey. The same thing. There are just different densities for different parts of the face. Absolutely, right? And they're trained on that. So the doctors are trained by the pharmaceutical companies on how to administer the product to get the effect that they want. So you really want someone who's been trained, someone who has gone to the seminars, someone who has gotten the certification. Um, Outside of just being a medical doctor or a nurse, the practitioners are specifically trained, or the estheticians. There are certain procedures that estheticians do, and they are trained for those. They're trained by either the cosmeceutical company or the pharmaceutical company. So whatever Blac Chyna was doing, she was just getting it in. And I mean, she had a lot of available money, and it was part of her job. Like she said, I'm not living that lifestyle anymore, which was so funny. Back to Cocktails and Queens, like clearly they know who this woman is, but I don't believe that they really kind of even just like on the basics. I mean, I haven't done a study on Blac Chyna. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm familiar with her story. Um, Listening to Cocktails and Queens, they were just making so many assumptions. It doesn't seem like they knew anything, nor did anyone prepare them for their segment.
When I was 19, I'm now 34. So thank God I didn't have like crazy health complications to where as though I would get sick and things like that. But I have throughout the
Her
years, like
skin
fell
looks
ill
amazing.
to it. It would just kind of give me like a little fever, and it would kind of like get agitated and aggravated and kind of swell up on me. And it's like a very uncomfortable feeling. But for some girls, like you have discoloration of the skin, thinning of the skin, disfigurement. And in some cases, when the girls try to remove it, they can't remove it. And they have to then now undergo a procedure where they cut your lower back or underneath your buttocks area and now scrape it out. So it's just not a good feeling, obviously, for the person that has to go through this. But it's like at the end of the day, don't even do it. Like the gym is the best place. Like go to the gym. Well, Blac Chyna is the brand, and I'm a human. So Angela.
Okay. So
Son, and in the name of the Holy Ghost.
the sound is weird. I don't know if she like was aware how, I guess because she slowed it down and then didn't kill the sound. Um
Son, and in the name of the Holy Ghost.
Good for her. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Thank you very much. Fran, her hair is growing out. Her hair was shaved. She was bald for a while. Okay. I think at the Image Award, she had like a little pixie cut. So maybe it's at least grown out to that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get back over there. Okay, let's keep going. Pasta was at the house. Okay. She looks amazing. I mean, it looks much softer. Look, at 34, you don't need that chiseled look unless that's just your natural aesthetic. But she has beautiful cheekbones. She's a pretty woman. I mean, we can't really tell everything because there is like a hellified filter going on right now. But nothing can take away that she's very beautiful. Her hair is on point and her makeup looks amazing. So good for her. And we're going to continue to follow this story. So I appreciate all of you guys wanting to watch this because I find it fascinating. I'm happy for her. Like I said, wins are always amazing, and to see someone winning is always really nice. I love that. Okay. Now we do get into seeing people lose too. I mean, that does happen, but it's nice seeing someone winning for a change. Let's see, especially on social media. Okay. what else do I have up? Okay, so I saw this short this morning and it made me think of a couple of different things. Um I did drop, let me hold on one second. I did drop the call in. So anybody wants to call in, you guys don't be shy now. Okay, let's watch this. I think is very interesting. And Jackie Aina is one of my favorites. So let's watch. She's doing an interview over here. And it's with let's see. So she's talking about luxury, but let's listen and then we'll talk about it.
Luxury, especially as a Black woman, because I know Black women a lot of times don't feel like they deserve to have luxury in their lives because maybe they see luxury as certain things like having a lot of money or having very expensive bags. What is luxury to you?
Luxury is like time, luxury is access. I don't see luxury as just like tangible things to an extent, right?
Do you think that niche of Black women in luxury was something that was needed in the Black community?
I think needed is probably like a strong word, but I think it's okay. Like, I think it's acceptable. I think every type of content that makes Black women look good, period, is okay and acceptable.
What do you think is luxury, especially as a Black woman? Because I know Black women a lot of times don't feel like they deserve to have luxury in their lives because maybe they see luxury as certain things like having a lot of money or having very expensive bags. What is luxury to you?
Luxury is like time, luxury is access. I don't see luxury as just like tangible things to an extent, right?
Do you think that niche of Black women in luxury was something that was needed in the Black community?
I think needed is probably like a strong word, but I think it's okay. Like, I think it's acceptable. I think every type of content that makes Black women look good, period, is
Okay, we're not even going to get into the comments yet, but something just made me click on it. What do you guys think about that? Because I know that on my other channel, Love Lies and Lace Fronts, we do a lot of coverage of people who are kind of not even up to middle class, or let's say median income, let's say 80 to $100,000. I don't even know what median income is right now, but let's just say it's 75 to $80,000. And some of these women have quite large families, and luxury comes into play where we may see someone who's got a designer bag or things like that. But I think that luxury, as Jackie stated, it really is privilege. I'm sorry. Some of the wealthiest people are not going to necessarily be identifiable to you. You may see someone who may have an expensive handbag, and then there's someone else who's walking around who is not looking like they have on anything and be quite wealthy. So really, it is privilege, it is access, it is time. It's such a privilege to be able to like not have to go in the car and commute. I mean, I think one thing for me, the pandemic really slowed me down. I used to be in the car ripping and running at 7:30 every single morning for damn near 2 decades, okay? Probably more. But definitely when I became a mother, 11, almost 12 years ago, I barely had time to have a decent maternity leave. Okay. And these past 3 years of first being laid off and being comfortable enough to not being worried about having a job, and then working from home for about a year and a half, I was doing some consulting work, which was really fun. But I also loved the fact that I wasn't tied into office politics. That was amazing. That was like one of the best experiences, to where it's made me not, all I want to do is consult now. I don't want to be full time. I don't care about their benefits. I just pay me. You know what I'm saying? It's my time that's the luxury for me. You know what I'm saying? It's my time, it's the pace. I don't have to drive. I don't have to deal with ridiculous people in the cafeteria. I don't have to pretend like I
okay.
want to climb your corporate ladder, all of those things. So I feel like, to me, slow life, so slow life is an amazing thing to really embrace: cooking, baking bread, taking care of your family, showing up to the school. Like I was talking about earlier today, that I had to, put on my cute flats and a blazer because I needed to go into the school. But it's so nice to be able to say, yeah, I can come whenever. I work from home. Like I can just, I'm supporting my kid however I need to, or whatever I need to do, I'm available, right, to volunteer and to, do all of the things. It is definitely a privilege. It really is. I don't care. Um, it's not just about things, because things do come and go. And we see that, people will find ways to afford a Birkin. People will, having a Chanel bag doesn't mean anything. I mean, it means something, but it doesn't mean what people think it means in terms of luxury. Trust me. When you have the privilege of being able to kind of call your own shots, that's definitely a game changer. Now, the second part of the conversation where they talked as it pertains to a Black woman, let me tell you something. What I see on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, when we talk about some of the situations that are going on with some of these channels, whether these people are putting on stunts and shows and these are just storylines, I don't even know. But this is what I think. Struggle life should, if there's anything on the internet that should be canceled, is struggle life. Okay. Struggle life is not attractive. It doesn't promote anything positive to the young women, to the young men. It's absolutely probably some of the worst that's out here. And women who are constantly, and I'm speaking directly to women who are constantly in victim mode, constantly in the blame game, constantly don't know what the fuck just happened. Like a tornado just came through and they didn't get the warning. They didn't hear the air whistle. They didn't hear anything. They just, one bad decision after another. I mean, yeah, we're watching it because it's interesting. It's fascinating to the people who actually give a fuck enough to actually make sound decisions and be very careful with this life that they've been given, rather than the people who are very reckless and act like everything kind of like just happened. You know what I mean? So it very much is a luxury to be secure and to feel safe and to kind of know what's happening tomorrow and not be always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I think in the Black community, we definitely needed that. Okay? Because so much of the stereotype revolving around what happens in and around the Black community is always some type of damn drama. And it is wonderful to see women like Jackie Aina, who had a career in the military, who was able to create and carve out a piece of the internet for herself that paid and has made her a lot of money. And she's not necessarily subscribing to anybody's rules. She's engaged, but her and Dennis are not married yet. She has a beautiful, luxurious home. And I think that she is just so smart. I really like her a lot. But I love what she said about, the Black community and just kind of having the permission to feel like it's okay to say, I'm going to the pool this afternoon, or we're going to Aruba, like not to feel ashamed because you guys make some money and you guys want to spend some of it on a nice vacation with your kids. And that when you say bougie, you're not saying that you're better than someone. You just have a certain type of standard of things that you like and things that you like to do, or a way that you like to live. It doesn't necessarily mean that you think that you're better than people. Whenever I hear people say that, I don't even bother. I just keep moving, because at the end of the day, bougie does not mean better at all. Maybe that's some people's impression, but their impression is wrong and you've got the wrong definition. It's just enjoying the luxuries and the comforts that life brings. And if it's things and that's what it is for you, then that's what it is. But that's not only what it is. And I really do think that a lot of Black people in the United States needed the permission um, of this kind of culture shift of the Black luxury, slow life, embracing, having access to seeing women like B. Smith and women like Jackie today, some of the younger women who can see a woman who enjoys keeping her house up, having her house look beautiful, entertaining, making a charcuterie board. That doesn't make you trying to be anything other than someone who wants to eat some meat and cheese on a wooden board. I just struggle life to me has got to be over. Like keeping it real doesn't mean like I can't keep it real from a certain aspect. I came from the suburbs. My father was a doctor. My mother was a nurse. I didn't grow up like that. My parents came to United States as immigrants. So I'm a first generation American. So we were raised very different. And my parents are from a country that was majority Black. So we had a Black president. We had Black foreign ministers. We had Black doctors, black everything. It's a Black country. So feeling some type of way wasn't necessarily like the oppression piece. Haiti did have oppression because, of course, they were colonized by the French, and we know that there's a long history, but they have successfully had well over 100 years of independence from the stronghold of the French government. However, um, you know, the way I was raised and the way my parents, assimilated to raising us here in the United States was very kind of like middle class, you know. And my mom stayed at home. She was a work from home mom. She was a nurse, and she did go in to my little sister's school, like very part time. But for the most part, she did not. She didn't have a job. Her job was homemaking. So that was my experience, you know? So seeing a lot of like the struggle lifestyle to me is interesting from many different perspectives, but just the fact of like the stronghold that some people want to hold on to it for. I don't get it. But I really enjoyed this message. So any of you guys who are just coming in, I'm gonna play it again. I hope I covered all of the points, but I really just wanted to give my opinions on this short because I thought that, it is okay to not struggle. It is okay to not live hard. It is okay to be happy. It is okay to be happy that you found a wonderful husband or a wonderful husband found you. It is okay to be happy to jump into your Mercedes. It is okay to be happy that you just paid off your house. Like all of those things, like it is way more than okay. Like it's a blessing. And the fact that some people want to make you feel bad or ashamed or like you are throwing it in other people's faces, stop throwing your struggle in my face. Okay. I just don't think that there's anything cute about struggle life. People who typically are struggling want to be out of it. The people that have a stronghold around struggle life and want to hold on to that, they can keep that. But I will feel and give zero fucks about, yeah, it's an oddity to me and I'm interested in watching because it's just incredible that people don't that some people get up and just don't want to do better. I don't get it. But let's listen to this one more time. Any of you guys who have any points on this or want to call in, feel free to do so. Look, it's the freeze frame for me on Jackie. But Jackie came from very humble beginnings. I don't know if you guys know this, but Jackie,
Unacceptable.
her mother was her father, I think, was a domestic abuser. Like they were a domestic violence situation. And her mom went on two occasions to live at a women's shelter that Jackie is now involved in heavily working with. And they came from very humble beginnings. And she's made a lot of money for herself. And I appreciate that Jackie appreciates like the finer things. There's nothing wrong. And maybe she does overdo it from coming from a place of lacking at one point. But I think she's very savvy and very aware that also part of this is her job, to promote a certain lifestyle. But I don't believe for one second that she is not enjoying all of it. She loves it. And I think it's nice to be able to spoil yourself. And why not? So yeah, let's listen to this one more time.
What do you think is luxury, especially as a Black woman? Because I know Black women a lot of times don't feel like they deserve to have luxury in their lives because maybe they see luxury as certain things like having a lot of money or having very expensive bags. What is luxury to you?
Luxury is like time, luxury is access. I don't see luxury as just like tangible things to an extent, right?
Do you think that niche of Black women in luxury was something that was needed in the Black community?
I think needed is probably like a strong word.
I have to beg to differ with Jackie on that. It was absolutely needed. It was needed. Jackie's parents are also from Nigeria. Her mom is from Nigeria. I don't know if Jackie was born here or she was born here in the States, but her mom is emigrated here. And again, it's just very different for first generation people uh who are of African descent, like and I'm talking any version of the diaspora. Okay, coming here to United States, and then when you go and visit your relatives on summer vacation, or they're coming here, it's just lifestyle is different. Okay, it's different. I'm telling you, it's very, very different. Um, you guys have been to, I'm sure many of you have been on vacation to many different countries. And, you see how some people live are very poor. Some people are very modest. Everybody is not poor. And the people that live well live very well. And it's just a whole different lifestyle. It really is. I don't know what Jackie's life was like in Nigeria for her family, but I've seen her go on vacations now back to Africa, and it's, she's at the Four Seasons. So sis is not slumming it when she goes home to visit her family. Okay. Um, she very much is living privilege. And I feel like that's kind of what luxury is. Luxury is not like the battle of who's got the most this and who's got the most that. For some people it is, but for the most part, I think it's kind of just one of those things that, yeah, if you've got a couple of coins, you're going to have things like, you know what I'm saying? That's not really like impressive. It's the time. It's the things that money can't buy that is the most valuable. It really is. That is the most absolute valuable thing. And that's why you may see, hey, Ty Cherie, even in the in the corporate sector, now that it's been 3 years since the pandemic, I think a lot of people were socialized on work from home. There are some companies that will never go back. Luckily for me, I've been working mostly in the tech sector for the past almost 2 years. So tech sector, working from home that's standard. So me personally, if I don't have an opportunity where it is work from home, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not interested in it because I've got a 11-year-old and I'm not running across town. My days of running across town are over. They're just done. To go run and pick up from damn daycare and or after school programs and things like that, Mm-mm. Nope. If the pandemic had never happened, I probably would still be jumping in the car at 7:30 and driving an hour to get to work, but I'm not doing it anymore. So anyway, but yeah, let's finish. I think we watched this twice.
But I think it's okay. Like, I think it's acceptable. I think every type of content that makes Black women look good, period, is okay and acceptable.
What do you think is luxury?
Okay, so that's That's enough on that point. I really enjoyed just this little snippet, and if you want to know where
What do you think is
this
what do you think
okay, I'm
is
trying to hold on.
luxury, especially as a Black woman? Because I know Black women a lot of times.
This channel right here, if you're not subscribed to it, Dr. Michelle Daff, she has lots of really good shorts on here. If you're not familiar with her channel, get into it. Some definitely spiritual based, lots of common sense, but interesting. So if you're not familiar with her channel, check her channel out. She's amazing. um let's see. Okay. uh okay, let me see. I think I may have had one other thing to show you guys. But yeah, I feel like it is okay, um wherever you are in life at this moment, like, rejoice and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow your circumstances could be completely different, because whether you are like on your last dollar or you have more than enough, you're living in abundance. You know what I mean? Because the people who are in the struggle right now, um things could be different tomorrow. So you have to be faithful, you have to work hard, you have to um know that if that's not your heart's desire, then things can change. But faith without works is dead. And you can take that. Just So, yeah. So, and I think a lot of times when you hear people talk about when they were in the struggle and they didn't even remember, what the struggle looked like. If you even talk to, not talk to, but if you watch Tabitha Brown at all, when they were just in the midst of working regular jobs, her husband was a police officer and she was going on her auditions for acting, and she's had some tremendous success now over the past 2 or 3 years. But she was laying those building blocks for years and years and years. I mean, people don't always see the journey. They just see you coming across a finish line and think that everything has been just so simple and so easy, when a lot of us get up and work really, really hard every single day. But I think it's just the difference of knowing that there's something better, there's something more, that your destiny has something, that there's something out there for you that is better than where you're at. And it doesn't mean to, like, that you can't appreciate, or you're not keeping it real, or you think that you're better. But it's sometimes you got to know, hey, I deserve better than this. Like, if you're not where you want to be, if you hate your job, if you don't love where you live, and you want that 6 bedroom home, or you want this, that, and the third, you want, whatever it is that you want, and that you deserve it, and that even if you don't deserve it, even if you just know, I'm going to work for it, then you can have it. And there's nothing ever wrong with having that. That's just called being, having aspirational goals, right? So anyway, I found that interesting, and I was glad that they were entertaining the conversation, because I just feel like there is just so much effort still in 2023 to hold on to struggle lifestyle and struggle love and struggle career and struggle everything, and like, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go and live to your potential. Put in the hard work. It is very easy to stay mediocre. It's kind of easy and not easy, because if you do have desires, or that your skills are advanced, you are going to have that tugging at you. And some people, unfortunately, just become haters, right? But if you have that desire and you have the skill set and you want it, you got to go after it and do it. You can't just sit on the sidelines and be mad because other people are celebrating and high-fiving and winning. Okay. Um, and you can't expect people to not be curious as to why you're choosing, to stay back. Okay. I think that's why the YouTube streets fascinate so many people because it's kind of like, don't you want better? Don't you want more? Why would you date this bum? Don't you know he doesn't have a job? Girl, don't you know he's using you? Girl, he hadn't been home in a week. What's wrong with you? Okay. And nobody trying to be a hater, sis. We're just trying to let you know that like shit ain't all bad. And there's actually really decent men out here. They're here. You might not believe it because, you know, generationally, that's just what you've been seeing. And okay. But, you know, to me, I feel like when someone tunes into me, it's time for you to hear, understand, and be around some people who will tell you, period, that what you've seen isn't it. And there's so much more. And if you put in the work and you change your mindset, you can have absolutely anything and everything that you want exactly the way you want to see it. So, I don't know. All right, let me look at this last situation because this to me is a little bit of struggle. Even though this person is quite wealthy, I feel like this is some struggle. We all know this. You guys are going to probably be like, "Oh my god, I cannot believe she's showing us this." I just have to get this out, okay? Cuz it needs to be documented, okay, for the streets. Um Sir over here is the father of 12. Let me tell you, any of you guys who watch Country Wayne, did you guys know Country Wayne has 10 kids and 5 baby moms? Do any of you guys watch Country Wayne? I was watching an interview with him the other day, and he said he has 10 kids and 5 baby mothers. Any of you guys who watch him on Facebook or YouTube, if you're not familiar with Country Wayne, it's Kountry. He does skits. So when you tune in, you're not seeing like the real. It's I think most of this is filmed in Atlanta, and they're like little, it's kind of like an ongoing soap opera. It gets very complicated. Um I don't know, girl. If she walked, did she walk away without a baby? Because Sir got 10 kids, 5 baby moms. Okay. A lot. Okay. And he's one of these people who was just, it's funny to me when I watch interviews with highly successful people and they just get it. Like someone hits them up to the game and they get it quick and they keep like, okay, okay, I got it. I got it. He was doing a couple of different things. He was I'll find the interview so you guys can hear it for yourself, but he was in had gotten into some trouble. He'd been in prison, I believe. He was trying to find some things to do. He was rapping. I think he also got a little bit into comedy. Comedy wasn't really doing it, and then this internet thing started. He was just like, maybe I'm just going to do some skits. Millions and millions gone viral, lots of money later. You know what I mean? He's doing quite well for himself. So, I mean, I gave a very watered down version of the story. But yeah, this is a guy who's got 10 kids and 5 baby moms. Millionaire, right? Okay. Let's talk about this person. This is, and I'm just saying this, even though I do enjoy Country Wayne, would I recommend any woman who asks me like, hey, what do you think about Country Wayne? Girl, I would be like, run, run, run. Because even though he's a success story in terms of business, in terms of his personal life, girl, run. Okay. But there's a certain type of woman that wants a guy like that. Um, and that's her choice, right? Nick Cannon, guys, can we just document this? So this was February 27th, 23. So about a month ago or so, right? Nick Cannon's children are a joy in his life. Every day I wake up excited as a father. He told people in May 22. I'm so excited about all my kids constantly from every aspect of it, from them getting Citizen of the Month award to first grade, to birth of new ones. Cannon is the proud father of 12. 12. 12. Okay. Let's count the baby moms. Morocco and Monroe with Mariah Carey. Sons Golden and Rise, and daughter Powerful to Brittany. Okay. Twins Zion, Zillin, and Zeppelin to Abby. Okay. Son Legendary Love to Miss Bree. Daughter Onyx Ice with Lanisha Cole. Okay. Cannon is the father of 2 children with Alyssa Scott, son Zen, who died at 5 months in December 2021 after being diagnosed with brain cancer, and daughter Halo Marie Cannon, born December 14th of 20. So how many moms was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5 and 6? Is that 6 baby moms, guys? Crazy, right? I don't understand. I don't understand. I know that we had a live not too long ago, and we were talking about Love by Erica. So what was this, a couple days ago? And someone was like, "Well, what pineapples? Maybe that was you. What would make somebody have a baby with someone who's not really interested in them?" Like legit, Nick Cannon is building a trophy cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Like all he wants are the trophies. He wants a body count, right? And for these women to think that they're going to be with Nick Cannon, like for what? Okay. I don't even know if his pockets are really that deep. Okay. I just wanted to go through that body count, if you will. Mariah Carey, Brittany Bell, Abby De La Rosa, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sis, I think it's 7, right? Girl, it's at least 6. It might be 7. And I think he's got another baby on the way, actually. He just announced that there was another Ken is expecting again on Instagram in November 22nd, November 2022, writing, "This is a miracle and a blessing," alongside with a photo of her and Cannon from a maternity shoot. So is this the woman? This might be the woman. Nick Cannon show, welcome to 5 children in 2022. In 2022, he had 5 kids, including his 12th baby with Scott. Okay, so Alyssa Scott. And Cannon announced that she and Cannon were expecting. So she's getting ready to have another baby with this guy. Girl, bye. Okay. All these children. It's ridiculous. I don't know what his situation is. I don't know if he's just messed up after what happened with him and Mariah Carey. Why he thinks he needs all these kids. It's funny that they just profile Mariah's kids over here. Like I guess they're showing some of the kids, but not. This boy's name is Golden Sagan. I wonder if they all have Cannon name. Powerful Queen Cannon. I just think it's going to be the stuff that jokes are made of. I don't understand. So back to struggle life. I don't understand what would make a woman want to be with a guy like this who's really only just going to drop off some D, give you a baby, come through on holidays and birthdays, and that's it. And I think word on the street was that when they took this picture, you see how distraught she looks. I believe the baby had already passed. Is it the baby is deceased in this picture? Is that not correct? It's something strange. Like I don't understand what's going on here. Legendary Love, okay. Who knew that Legendary was such a sought after name? Anyway, guys, it's a head scratcher. So we're just gonna go out on that note of, there's a lot of women out here. There's a woman who used to be called Proud Mom of 10, or what's her name? Girl, she got about 13, 14 kids. Her channel now is called This Is Us. She's as sweet as pie. I know some of you guys got to know who she is. Um, she's back. She hadn't been, let me see if I can find her. She had a video up the other day. She's just as sweet as pie, and it wouldn't make you want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, she just seems like a sweet person. Sis got like about 13, 14 kids. And I, I, I don't know how she does it. She's a single mother. I don't know how she can do it. I don't know. Octomom got help. You know what I'm saying? The thing about Octomom is Octomom had babies at a time where people kind of still gave a fuck. And it was an interesting story. And also the doctor was being held accountable for impregnating her with so many babies at once. And I think that, she got a lot of help. But the average person, which no one's going to have 8 babies like that. That's not going to happen again anytime soon. She had welfare. She had lots of donations. She ended up with a reality show. I mean, she had a lot of opportunity for help. So the average woman with 10, 12, 15 kids, girl, if she's on her own, that woman is on her own. Nobody's turning up to help you. Maybe your church. I don't know. This is us. This woman, and I'm just going to be honest. She seems like a very sweet woman. But she really is it's a struggle. Let me see. She changed her name to This Is Us, and I don't want to say it's impossible to find her because she was actually in my she had just dropped a video. So let me look at my subscriptions. Do any of you watch her channel? It's called This Is Us. It used to be Proud Mom of 10 or something. Who's Dorico? Or Drico? Okay, let me search over here because I'm gonna get distracted. I don't know. I feel like it was Proud Mom of 12 or something. It was a lot. Proud Mom. The Proud Mom of 12. There she is. Girl, but you put in This Is Us and you can't find it. But girl, she just came back. Like, she hadn't posted a video in a minute. Last year, she had just let everybody know she was pregnant and she had a baby, and she had a horrible car accident. Okay. It sounded like a car accident that she could have died, right? 13 kids. Hi everyone. I'm the proud mother of 13. I think she lives in North Carolina. She's either in North or South Carolina. And I can just tell from her accent, she's a Carolina girl. Where she is not necessarily relevant. She likes to cook a lot. A lot of her story used to be revolving around some of the babies and the birthing and all of the things going on. But I think YouTube's kind of weird, watchful, investigative eye got to her and scared her away because a lot of her content is missing. She, for some reason, went on the Tommy Sotomayor show. And he raked her over the coals. And she was trying to say, like, maybe she had like 1 or 2 baby daddies. I'm not sure. I don't know if any of you ever saw that. And I heard that it exists somewhere on YouTube. Somebody got it. and it's on here, where basically he, you know, he was trying to shame her about having so many children, so many baby fathers. And I think for him, he came from a place where he may have suffered some abuse due to his mom's situation with maybe his father. And I think he just has a hate for women, just to be honest. Um, because rather than kind of take it out on the father that abandoned him, the mother that cared for him, he was kind of like angry, like, how could you get yourself in this type of situation? So he was not pleasant to this woman at all. And then she got off the internet. She came back. She's been posting, then she stops posting, and she comes back every blue moon. But I think she just like legit does damn DoorDash, Uber Eats. Like she works in the gig economy, and here and there she'll drop videos. But I think when people kind of get a little too close, she will shut it down and you won't hear from her. Now, she's also alleged or revealed that she has another channel, but she's like, don't none of y'all, she'll be like, don't none of y'all try to find it because y'all won't find it. I don't know, girl. It could be a damn Bible study channel for all I know. I don't know what it is, but she says that no one's going to find it. Very few people have found it. I don't know. Are you guys familiar with this woman? But this
For a
video,
long time.
she's just cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing all the things that people enjoy watching in the mommy community. What she's also not doing is she's not showing you shit. I think she has learned her lesson about people kind of finding her. It also looks like she moved from her last place of residence. She was kind of in more of like a rundown type of house, unless she got her house remodeled. But I really do think there's a different home because just the laundry room setup, just what I've seen, doesn't look the same. But she didn't go into any detail about trying to tell anybody that she moved. She's just very kind of like, okay, you're going to watch me fold these clothes. I'm going to make this. And I just think that her videos aren't doing as well anymore because, she's kind of, she's being I don't want to say secretive. She's owning more of her privacy. But what made her popular at the time that she was the fact that she was very kind of open with sharing, but she was judged a lot by kind of, I want to say more so like the manosphere a little bit, that kind of like to talk about single moms. And specifically Tommy Sotomayor, and it ran her off. So
A little
anyway,
busy.
but she's very sweet, but it is a head scratcher. Like, sis, 13 kids, all these daddies, like what's the real story? But she's not really sharing it. So Dorica have a bunch of kids. She did I got a great substitute word for that word that begins with P. Corn, like corn on the cob. I was watching TikTok and they were talking about people who have addictions to corn, and just say corn, a corno. That's a TLC show. Girl, speaking of TLC, which I don't know if this is TLC or not. Maybe it is. The Browns, girl. All right, let me tell you some women who have decided they don't want to be in the struggle anymore. These are some of our white counterpart sisters. Mary, damn Christine, and what's her name? The heavyset one. They are all leaving one by one. Pretty much he's stuck with Robin now. And Robin does not make any money. So I don't know, any of you guys who watch Sister Wives. Basically, Cody has been called out for using the other women, their credit, their earnings, basically the family pot of money that was earned doing these shows over the last almost decade. Cody is damn near broke. And he was trying to use, I cannot think of her name, Janelle. Janelle is out. Janelle is like, I'm done. You are not using my credit to build damn Robin a house. Okay. Period. Um, I don't know how much you guys are keeping up with this, but it's crazy. And Robin, of course, is over there looking like, what did I do? Why does everybody hate me? She's a nut. Oh my God, it's awful. It's awful. It's a guy who has far too many women than he deserves for many different reasons. Number one, you can't afford it. This is a guy who a white guy who was able to conceal his dusty through religion. He is a whole dusty ass salesman who found four women, three of which who made. So Christine was kind of a stay-at-home mom, but she had business acumen, so she started like an online business. Mary, I don't know what Mary did, but Mary was able to make money. And Janelle was damn near like a bank VP. Not super duper high up, but she had a decent job. I think she was working in mortgage and banking. And she had a finance background, master's degree, all of the things. Christine, girl, Christine is done. Christine is donezo. Do you hear me? All of that living. That is a perfect example. Any of you guys who have watched this, I haven't been faithful with it for the past few years. I used to watch it when it first came out, but I'm going to be honest. I really, not that I was worried or anything, but I just said, you know what? I don't like certain messaging in my home, and that lifestyle that they're living over there can stay over there. So, I mean, I would keep up a little bit here and there, but if it was something to play on the TV, yeah, I didn't have that type of, I didn't have that running through my home. You know what I'm saying? Because homie was on some different type of shit, and it was weird. I didn't like that in my house. So, I stopped keeping up with it like altogether, like watching episodes. I think I tapped out when Robin had her second kid with Cody. And also, it just became very painful to watch. Mary was like a very unhappy woman. The daughter of Mary went off and says that she's a lesbian, which was okay, cool. I think she's very happy, all of the things, but it was just kind of like overnight. I think she like dropped out of school, and I saw McKelty's wedding. You know what I mean? Like I saw up until I think Mary was buying that bed and breakfast, but it very much seemed like Cody was a user. It very much seemed like Cody was always trying to use Janelle's credit. It always seemed like whoever had some money and some resources, he was always funneling money over to damn Robin. Okay. And I think Robin and Cody had it going on in that damn bedroom because that's what he seemed to be all about. And I think that's why Robin was getting, squeaky wheel gets the oil. And I don't know. I'm not into really those type of relationships are definitely an oddity. They're interesting. I think that's why people are fascinated with watching it. Um, because they do try to play so normal when it's not. It's not. Even in the most wealthiest homes in, like, let's say the Middle East, where a man may have multiple wives, there's always friction and tension because it's all about the kids and who's getting what and who's inheriting what and who's got the position and who's getting to do this, that, and the third. There's a lot of politics in that. So I don't know, but the family has legit fallen apart. So I don't know how they're going to repair this thing. I don't know if anyone's even interested in Cody and Robin as just a couple, but I think the other ladies are getting their own show. But I think it's definitely a train wreck that maybe they'll want to invest in for another season to see which way it goes. But it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Um, Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm just talking. Um, if you did not watch the last live on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, watch towards the end. We talked about some stuff. I don't even want to get into it now because now I'm tired. I've been talking for 3 hours and I've been sitting by this window and I'm hot and I want to go take a shower. and Farrah wants me to take her out. It's not normal. Thank you, Hey Kiki. It's not normal. It's not normal for a man to go around and have 10 kids with 5 moms. It's not normal for a man to go around and have 12 kids with 6 and 7 moms. It's not our norm in this country for people to have that type of lifestyle, the polygamy lifestyle, right? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not passing a judgment on it. It's not the norm. Okay, it's not the norm. And that's it. Okay, and there's things that have not been the norm that we've made legal and are the norm, and that's fine. Um, but these type of conflicts, the legal issues, the financing issues, all of the things is the reason why the government is like, look, the government doesn't want to be in everybody's relationship, but because of legalities, because of marriage, because people want to cohabitate, because of children and finances and all of those things, there are some very specific parameters where they will get involved. Okay. Polygamy is not one of them at this moment, other than locking you up for having more than one wife or more than one husband, right? Um, if these people want to do it on TV and give people a show, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But you can't expect me to feel sorry for you. Janelle, Mary, and damn Christine should have been gone a long time ago. When Robin was brought on the scene and Mary fell for the okey doke of legally divorcing Cody, so Mary and her kids, well, damn, Robin and her kids could have benefits. I was like, you are stupid as hell. I knew it was over then. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. We could talk sister wives for like another hour, so I don't even want to start going there. But these women are so dumb, but they exemplify struggle. Okay, these are 4 women who I'm not even gonna say because of religion, because of culture, because of tradition, maybe because of religion, because several of them had been divorced. Robin had been divorced before, and they've all gotten divorced now. Um, have accepted less than what they could have really. All these women were terribly unfulfilled. A lot of these women were lacking in love and respect from their husband. And I'm going to use that in quotations. If Christine has a new boo now and she's enjoying someone one on one who can look in her eyes, spend every night, give her all of his attention, I'm sure she is happy as a damn clam. Okay. Because these women were having to share Cody, ugly ass Brown. Okay. Disgusting. And just the disrespect that Janelle used to get was awful. Mary, her face, any of you guys who used to watch, her acne was so bad. She was constantly just flaming red like a Cheeto. She just always looked sad, upset, miserable. They were fighting for this douchebag's attention. And it's like, oh my God. But you know what I'm saying? Like they sold it all for coin. They sold it all for coin. It's amazing. But yeah, but this is not a unique story, guys. There's women out here who are sharing a man knowingly. We've seen it with one of our mommies down in Atlanta. I mean, look, people make these choices to share and make concessions and do what they got to do to hold on, to fake it to make it, go along to get along, all the things. And it's like, girl, okay. Mary stayed after he said he would put up a fight if she left. You know why he would put up a fight? Because he wanted her credit. He wanted her credit and her money and her share. Cody is disgusting, Cinnamon. Oh my God, he's so gross. He's so gross. I thought the first season or two, I was like, okay, if they like him. I remember Steve Harvey talking about that show once. If I could find the clip, I would definitely send it to you because let me tell you something. He said those were about the ugliest women he'd ever seen. And you know, Steve Harvey doesn't really talk about a whole lot of people, but boy, he went in. Passion Jones, we could definitely talk about that. Yeah, she has a baby on the way with homie. Okay. But they are one big happy family. They all are in the mix with each other. Okay. So you guys, Cody's hair needs a whole YouTube channel by itself. Okay. The hair products. I'm telling you, Cody, if Cody doesn't have a YouTube channel, he needs an Instagram for that hairline of his. It's awful. It's awful. Okay. Those people are just disgusting. Now, Passion and her men, we gonna see how it goes. We gonna see how it goes. I I honestly, her husband loves her so much, he's willing to let her have whatever she wants. I think that he had a little appetite and a little taste for sauce, and she allowed him to satisfy his taste buds for something spicy in the bedroom. I'm trying to be careful because I don't know whose kids are around, but at the end of the day, um, the third person in that relationship, I'm sorry, they are married. And unless you sign that birth certificate, sir, I don't know that that's not necessarily his kid. And if they decide to give you the boot, like, I don't think she's going to separate from her kid. I don't know what that woman's going to do. There again, another couple thruple or whatever that is very protective of their space, even though they lay it right out on Front Street. And we can talk about that over here one day this week. Like they did a Q&A recently, and we could definitely take a look at that. They are very protective over like what's said and what's not said, but they say everything, right? But we don't get to have an opinion about it. And then the people who are into that type of lifestyle, girl, they flood the comments. Okay. I don't care what, if people want sauce, they want sausage. I don't care what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like you do what you want to do, be happy, all those things. I'm just watching the fallout of what y'all are putting out. And I think someone is going to feel like a third wheel once the new baby comes. We're going to see how it plays out. And I think as a man, homie is spending a lot of time with these people, which is taking him away from having his own children. Passion is deciding to give him one, but you can't take the baby with you. That's her husband on the other side. I think Passion, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think Passion's getting a whole nother baby, and maybe her husband didn't want to have one. He's like, let him handle that. And if you think you're going to do anything to put a tear in Passion's eyes, and if they decide to break up this relationship, her husband is going to pull the husband move, and that man's going to be downstairs trying to ring the bell, and they're going to be like, what, can we help you? I don't know. I just find that in some of these relationships, the third, the whatever, the outsiders, the non-married folk, find themselves on the outside because Mary, even though she was married to Cody Brown, she stupidly gave up her title and gave it to Robin, and Robin's not going nowhere. Okay. And if you think Passion Jones is going, daddy, her husband, daddy is going anywhere, he's not doing nothing. He's been with her since she was 18, 19 years old, and they're not going anywhere. Okay. Homie, who allegedly fathered this baby, he'll be gone before husband is. I guarantee it. Mary is a fool, absolutely. Damn Janelle. Janelle has known all along what the right thing to do was, but Janelle was sitting up there about 350, and she had low self-esteem, and she would take Cody's sausage delivery whenever he wanted to drop it off, and she would run the ball to a baby, and she would be happy and content, feeling like she had something, but she really didn't have anything at all. She barely had her credit and her finances because homie was using it all up. Girl, We could talk about this all day. Do you hear me? Okay. I'm going to let y'all go. Farrah came through here like, Mom, are you ready? Looking absolutely not. Okay. Um, we'll get back into this and talk about it. Maybe I'll go and watch an episode for you guys and get all the way caught up so we can be like all current to 2023 of what's going on. But I've heard it is a absolute shit show over there. But yeah, struggle is out. Struggle is canceled, and it's all about no struggle. I'm sorry. A lot of these people are living in the struggle, and they need to stop. They need to stop it right now. Have you all seen Welcome to Play? Is it Platteville? No. Where is that on? Thanks for sharing your time on this good side. Yeah, my husband had to go over to my in-laws, over to his sister's house, and handle something for her. So me and Farrah are here, and I was just like, you know what? Let me get on these lives. So that's why I was cooking before he left earlier. So yeah, I need to get myself together so when he gets home. I don't know. You guys need to let me know. Send a link. I'll DM you. Okay, send me a link. If you guys have not gotten on Station Head, get on there. If you're wondering what Station Head is, go to the last live on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Listen to like the last 10 minutes, and there's a link, and you can get in there. We're gonna be doing something fun. I'm not gonna even talk about it. Just trust me. If you like what we do here, you always have a good time. Trust me. Just go to the last live, go to about the last 10 minutes, find the link, download it. It's my page is BougieGang, and you will find me, and make sure your notifications are set, and we'll take it from there. Okay. You guys have a good afternoon. I don't even really have an outro over here. I think I did, but I didn't like it and I deleted it. I got to work on over here. So if you guys really want an outro, I can give you something, but it's all going to be Love Lies and Lace Fronts. So anywho, let's see what's over here. Okay, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you guys a little bit later, okay?
Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.